Prague is the historic and much-loved capital city of the Czech Republic. Hradčany Castle is the most popular tourist site in Prague and one of the most important cultural institutions in the Czech Republic. It is the largest ancient castle in the world. The castle, which was constructed in the 9th century, currently houses the offices of the Czech government, and it has always been the seat of the Czech rulers. The official changing of the guards draws visitors to watch the exchange. The ceremony by the castle gates takes place each hour. It seems that this youngster has caught on to the precise marching steps needed not only for the ceremonies but for Prague's many cobblestone streets. Winding down to the town square are shops and cafes along the narrow avenues. Sightseers often tour in vintage autos or horseless carriages, but most visitors prefer strolling along and window shopping. Efficient trams crisscross the city and offer a reliable way to travel to outlying areas. Prague, located in the heart of Europe, was the capital of ancient Bohemia for centuries. Prague was the leading center in the 16th century Habsburg court and became the capital of Czechoslovakia in 1918. When the Iron Curtain fell in 1989, Prague was free to unveil its hidden Bohemian treasures. Charles Bridge is a city landmark and one of the highlights of a visit to Prague. Probably one of the most famous bridges in the world, it was built in the mid-14th century. The 1,700-foot-long thoroughfare is lined with musicians and artists. The views from the bridge are over the Vltava River, which meanders almost 20 miles through the heart of the city. In a Czech tradition dating back to the Middle Ages, Prague has a history in puppetry. Puppet opera is popular in the city, and you can visit a puppet museum and several puppet shops. The shopkeepers will gladly demonstrate, and the choices are unlimited. On busy Karlova and Soletna streets, you can find exquisite treasures along with tourist items. A number of shops carry amber, often imported, designed as jewelry items or curio pieces. Glassware of most every type and fine porcelain are particularly renowned here. Czech Bohemian Crystal remains an exclusive brand name and is available in many stores. The colorful, bustling square is undoubtedly the center not only of the old town, but of the entire city. The town hall astronomical clock tells you more about the stars than the time of day. This Gothic edifice is a top tourist attraction and one of the city's greatest treasures. The clock was built in 1410, not so much to show the exact time as to show the state of the universe and the position and movement of the stars and planets. Fanciful characters are set in motion every hour on the hour. As the skeleton of death consults his watch, tolls his bell, and shows by an hourglass that time is up, Christ and the 12 apostles start their procession in the upper windows. Prague has always been a lovely, dynamic capital city. During the wintertime, the frost is in the air and it adds a special charm. Prague's Christmas markets consist of brightly decorated wooden huts selling traditional Czech products, from handicrafts to handmade Christmas ornaments. It's a riot of different fragrances and sizzling sounds. Crepes filled with various items are popular. Pork and beef are roasted over open flames, and there are plump, juicy sausages cooked just how you like them. Sometimes it's hard to even let them cool off a bit. Flaky pastries are sometimes rolled over hot coals, and this local specialty is a long, thin version of our donut, sprinkled with a little cinnamon sugar on it for good measure. It's one of many treats you'll find hard to resist. A program of events runs daily on a stage in the Old Town Square. Choirs and dance groups entertain, including school children who come from all over the Czech Republic. In a true winter wonderland setting, Prague is home to one of the most popular Christmas markets in Europe. The decorations in the town square alone make it worth a visit. Prague's Christmas markets are a key ingredient of the Czech festive magic at this time of year, bringing tourists and locals together to enjoy the holiday spirit in this beautiful city by the river. From Prague, we will travel by bus to Nuremberg, where we will be met by our AmaWaterways ship, the AmaLegro. The scenery is interesting and the roads are smooth and well maintained. There are many convenient rest areas along the way. They are clean with all the conveniences. On a late, chilly afternoon, the AmaLegro is a welcome sight. Check-in is made easy and our luggage whisked away to our rooms. After some time to get settled, we are officially greeted by our captain and his excellent staff.
Cheers.
The rooms aboard the AmaLegro offer every comfort, and suites are available as well. The galley is spotless as well as efficient. The breakfast buffet, quite a treat with numerous choices of fruits and cereals, cold cuts and cheeses, hot items and omelets. A little of everything. Founded in 1050, Nuremberg can look with pride on its long history of culture and as a center of Renaissance art. With a population of about 500,000, it dominates this northern Franconian region of Germany. In the square in front of the Church of Our Lady, over 100 wooden stalls festooned with red and white cloth have given Nuremberg's Christmas market its name of Little Town from Wood and Cloth. You'll find the typical holiday articles such as Christmas tree angels, tree ornaments and candles, toys, and numerous arts and craft products. Favorite souvenirs include Nuremberg plum people, little figures made from prunes. Along the main street, a large hand-painted Advent candle music box entertains. When the weather is brisk, as it is today, it seems to always be time for a snack and some warm cider. The Church of Our Lady has its own glockenspiel. And as every previous year, by Christmas Eve, more than 2 million visitors coming from all over the world will have sampled the delights of Nuremberg's Christmas market.
Trink, trink, Brüderlein, trink, zieh doch die Stirn nicht zum Graus. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Meide den Kummer und meide den Schmerz, dann ist das Leben ein Scherz. Ja, die Brüder gehen, schwinge mein Herr, ja, die Brüder gehen, schwinge mein Herr, wann ich zur Brücke komm, ja,
From Nuremberg, we will cruise to Regensburg. We will be cruising on the 106-mile-long Main-Danube Canal. As we head towards this lock, one of 16 on the canal, it narrows to where you could almost touch the snow-covered bank. We are traveling along the highest point of our cruise, 1,332 feet above sea level. The building of this Trans-Europe Canal system, traveling from the North Sea to the Black Sea, must be considered one of mankind's great achievements. Regensburg has a long and distinguished history. The 900-year-old Roman bridge has survived the ages and was once considered to be the 8th wonder of the world. At the base of the bridge, in this 900-year-old building, is the historic old sausage kitchen. This highlight of Regensburg once catered to the Roman workers who built the stone bridge. Today it serves an average of 6,000 sausages daily. The old sausage kitchen is believed to be Germany's oldest restaurant. Most everyone agrees that it is also the best. And when you come here, there's nothing else to order. Your choices are: do you want 6, 8, or 10 sausages? This beautiful old city is dominated by the St. Peter Cathedral. Built in the 1300s, it has recently undergone a cleaning project, with a bit left to do, as evidenced by the many different colorings of the stones. The interior is compact and fairly simple in design, yet the medieval stained glass windows are beautiful to behold. The sculptures, paintings, and statuary, quite remarkable. Next door is the old monastery, transformed into an exceptional country-style inn. In a city as historic as Regensburg, there is much to see and do. Near the cathedral, the streets and squares of this UNESCO World Heritage Site are filled with sparkling Christmas lights. Regensburg is one of Germany's best preserved medieval cities, and through the narrow streets and courtyards, quaint shops and cafes are tucked away. This is also where the locals shop for their everyday needs, and you are able to snack on fresh fruit or vegetables. There is something here for everyone, including a merry-go-round. For the younger set, this one goes at quite a pace.
Oh, you totally do put a candle in there? Oh, you totally do put a candle in there.
In the plaza area, there are plenty of choices for a snack. It seems virtually impossible to turn down a sizzling 1/2 meter, that's 18 inches, of bratwurst. And you can be sure that every Christmas market will include some hot cider or glue wine. Along the way are artists and craftsmen who have set up stalls laden with handmade wares. One of our favorites, these pottery houses, they include a small candle to light the interior. Each year for 1 month in the open grounds and in the courtyard of Thurn and Taxi's palace, there is a Christmas market event like a fairy tale. Along walkways and in the courtyards, the booths are wrapped in pine and cedar boughs. The natural surroundings of the palace gardens and the many decorations adds a special feeling here. The dolls, Christmas decorations, fine quality toys, and all sorts of other gifts are a continuing temptation to your budget. If you would prefer a slowdown now and then, feel free to join the locals and gather around the fire. This Christmas market offers all the bustling atmosphere of great Christmas shopping, along with traditional Bavarian delicacies. You'll see all of this and more on an AmaWaterways River Cruise.